Ireland, my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roam, sure my heart never left her. O'er the dark rolling sea, she is calling to me. Oh, I'm coming back home to Ireland.
Kate Bielefalte, 100,000 welcomes to Irish Paint Magic. Today I'm going to County Mayo, to Newport in County Mayo, to paint one of the lakes around Newport. There's many lakes around Newport. So I want you to come with me up to Newport in County Mayo. So here I have my standard again, 24 by 18 canvas. And again, all I can say is this size suits me fine. It suits the television fine. And whatever size you want to do, whether it's bigger or smaller, you do what you want yourself, okay? So what I've done here, I just got a little bit of black gesso and I outlined some of the mountain range along there and here, and then the reflections of that came down onto the lake. This is going to be the lake, and then there's the foreshore here of the lake, okay? So it's a simple enough painting, but a very, very effective painting at the same time. So now I'm going to get my magic white or liquid white. I'm going to cover all the black area sparingly now, sparingly. I'm going to go to magic white or liquid white. And I'm going to cover all the white area. And here now I'm going to go right down over the mountain range where I know the mountain range will be. Lots and lots of mountains in Mayo, including the Holy Mountain, Croagh Patrick, outside in Clew Bay. Now, buy a can of this stuff, it will do you for a long time. Going to let this run in a little bit now into the black as well. And all that's covered now, the whole canvas is now covered with the liquid clear and the liquid white. And you can buy all these mediums, just look at the television show, and the phone number will come up there and the address will come up on the television right underneath what I'm speaking. And there's a mail order service and you can get everything you want. But there's lots of formulas appearing about how to mix these things. For God's sake, you're only wasting your time. Buy a can of it. It doesn't cost a whole lot and you'll be fine. You'll get the right material and you'll get the fine results, the excellent results. But trying to make it up yourself at home is only wasting your own time. And not only that, but you'll save money also by when you put the liquids on, you don't use a whole lot of paint after that. Okay, so I'm going to go straight in with the brush. I'm going to go into black this time and a little bit of crimson. Up there she goes. Black and crimson. And again, you know me, my form up into the corners. Keep the corners. If you keep the corners of your canvas or any painting you do, if you keep them dark, your eye is already is automatically drawn in here to the center. Your eye is tricked to come in this way. Okay, that's what it's all about. Down there. And the black, bit more black there, another bit of black there, and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at that. Now I'm going to get this in here, crisscross stroke, be a little bit tough with it, and I'm going to have a big cloud maybe formation today, down in here. There you are. Right across with a shadow colour for the cloud, right across, and very gentle down over the mountainside, right down. Let the paint break now. You see all the little light sources that are breaking, leave them there. I've been calling up to Newport for a long time. There's Newport now in Mayo, trying to get all those people up there to speak with a Cork accent, and I'm only wasting my time. They're only wasting time. I gave up. I'm going to concentrate on the Kerry people. Now, I think I'll be wasting my time in Kerry as well. But anyway, we'll keep going anyway. Now, I'm going to come, this is broke up here, leaving little light sources all in the sky. And down here, I got to do the opposite because there's a lake down here, beautiful lake. There's wonderful lakes up along here on the west coast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the brush on edge and pull in from the outside and lift off like that, lift off. I always try and explain this as though it is a plane running down the runway and she goes down gradually and will lift off then. That's the only way I can explain it, but anyway, you'll see what I'm doing here anyway. So I lean and lift off all the way up along there until I get the desired effect. What actually I want here is, to get a very good light source and reflection onto the water. A nice, you can imagine a nice still day looking out over the lake, and that's what I want. Not a good day for fishing, but a lovely day to be outside looking at the whole situation. Now, here we go. I'm going to get, I might as well get the fan brush, okay? Into the titanium white, loads of paint in it. And I'm going to go push it up against itself, making cock noises now. And let it break out, but don't kill the dark now. The dark is your friend, okay? The dark is your friend. Let it break out into different strokes and quite loose. And again now, all along here, and then push it up, push up, and keep moving. Don't go back over. If you go back over what you've done, you'll only dirty the paint. So don't do that. And here now, just at the base of it now, I'm just going into the base now. I'm not going back up there because this is a lovely spot here I need to mind. I need to mind it. Every time I'm in Newport in County Mayo, I call down to Borrashule Abbey, go in around the Abbey and look at. I like looking at the dates on the stonework and the dates on the headstones and things like that. Very, very historical place there. Well, what I'm watching this time now is that lovely dark area there. Be careful with it. Be careful. And here. And again now, I can't stress it enough to mind the dark. Mind your friend the dark. And now it's quite loose now. I'm going to leave it now because I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to mess it up. If I keep at it, I'll mess it up. And very gently, I'm going to go across all this. Very, very gently. And ask the cloud, sit down now, Mr. Cloud. Sit down, please, over Newport. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's a lovely sky over there. Oh, that's a beauty. Thank you very much, Mr. Sky. Thank you. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to change now to the filbert brush. And what I'll do is I'll pick up maybe a little bit of sienna. I'll add a little bit of white to it because I want it to be a bit far back. There you are. There you are. Away in the distance now, down, down and down into the valley. And there, very gently now. Long way off, no detail. No detail. Long way off. And then very gently let it run right down into the valley there, look. Small bit of white now will give you a flare there, look, in the valley. It's quite a bit off now, so there'll be no detail there. Too far away, too far away. So I go back now again and get another layer to push in front of that. Strengthen that a little bit, the same colour, but I'm going to add a little bit more of the dark sienna into it just a little bit. And there's another lot there. Should push that back without going too strong. And down and down and down and into the valley again. And then I'm going to talk to that nice and gently to go down into the valley there and leave a little bit of a flare there. I don't want to lose. I need a separator in all these. One range of mountains from the other so that you can see them going away, way out. And yet no detail, still no detail. Now I'm going to go stronger again. This time I go a bit darker now because we're coming closer. So I'm going to put a bit of Van Dyke brown into that same colour. The sienna and Van Dyke brown, because I am coming closer. And here, they're not high mountain range here now, these are only quite low. They're not anything like Patrick or anything like that. Now, here, and down, and that pushes the other one back now. So we're getting 3 layers of the one colour. There's the dark one above, coming right in front of that now. Now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of the lighter colour there now, maybe a little bit of yellow ochre. Wouldn't go straight there now. Small bit of yellow ochre. And now I'm going to work the yellow ochre. Maybe a little bit of white into it now would brighten it up for me. Small bit of white. And then that's a bit better. And then we're going to walk that up the hill now, up the foothills. Go with the lay of the land now, up the foothills, up and down and up and down. And you get all those ridges starting to appear where they'd be gouged out over the years, thousands of years of erosion and gullies and rain flowing down there and all that type of thing. But there's the lay of the land, they come this way. So I've got to strengthen that fellow there. Strengthen him down, talk to him. Come on, Mr. Mountain, come down there for me. There used to be a lot of sheep on those hills there one time. I don't see that many now, I think. Ireland, my Ireland, changes for Okay. Now, going back to the darker colour here now. Van Dyke brown again with the sienna mixed, and I'm going to push by pulling in front of them now. Here we go. Go push right in front of them. And they push them all. They'll go on the way back there now for me. There you are. And that'll go down that way. Okay? Right down. And that levels off there now. But there would be also a flare of light there. So I'm going to go for a little bit of yellow ochre here now as well. There. The sun, busts through the clouds, and it doesn't be all the same colour. You get light and dark, and where the sun will come through, and it's lovely to watch it, and especially if there's a bit of wind in the day, and watch all the different shadows on the mountains, changing every couple of minutes as the clouds pass by. Big great cloud will pass over, and the whole lot goes dark, and next thing it is gone, and there's another one comes along, a lot of light will come through, and then another cloud, and that kind of thing. Okay, now what's up there is down there. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and there. And what's up there, as I said, is down there, look. They're more or less the same shape. Quite dark in there, look. Right in there is quite dark. And again, here. The shape of that up here would be down there. Down into the water there. okay? And then there would be a little variation in colour, and it will be quite dark inside again, in here, under the bank, in there, look. Quite dark in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I need to shimmer that water a little bit. So I'm going to get a clean brush. Maybe I should have a tissue in my hand doing this. And I'm going to go very gently across all this here to get it to soften down into the water. Come on down there. Come on. While I'm here in Newport, I'd just like to say hello to all the Walshes of Tubbridge, and to wish them all well. And also in Newport to Mary Jo and Oliver and Siobhan and Hannah and Nuala. All the Geraghties. They are now down there now. That's fine. So I'm going to get a bit of liquid white now, and I'm going to create a water line right over here, look, right there, in under the bank. If you want to see on all the wildlife and the waters and the lakes, when the water is still like this, it's still there, it's a good time to go paddling and lift up all the little stones under your feet, and you'll see all the little grubs and things there. And it's amazing all the wildlife you'll come across. Now I'm going to come in here, I'm going to shimmer this way, down into the lake there. And here, again, another shimmer where the breeze will catch it. Put it on down there. But if you note the colour of the mountains, it's not the nice lush green grass that you'd get down in the fields. It's much different, you know. Now here, I got to do this. Again now, just creating water lines and a separator from this down into the water there, okay? From there, and then keep moving on. The one thing that always stand out in my mind in, about Newport is the lovely ice cream that used to be in Chambers. I think they used to make their own ice cream one time. My. Not only would you lick the ice cream, but you'd lick your lips after it. Now I'm going to come back down here again with more water lines along here. Just all along there. And now I'm going to get some Van Dyke brown, because there's a lot of rocks along there, and I'm going to get some Van Dyke brown on its own, right? And I'm going to big rock there, look, a big rock, a big boulder. This is just Van Dyke brown now on its own. Okay? And we'll just give him a little friend down here, a little baby rock. Just there. So there's the big rock and the baby rock. And all I'm doing is pulling that now down at an angle of 45 degrees there, okay? So what I'm going to do now, get a little bit of white, and bit of yellow ochre, small bit of sienna into that, I won't properly mix them at all. I leave them, I suppose marbled would be the word, okay? Marbled, not properly mixed. And yet at the same time the colours are all there, mixed into each other. Okay, let's have a look. I'll scrape off just a little bit of that, and I'll put it right down there, look. And then I come the opposite way to create a ledge on the rock, okay? A ledge. Now that angle actually is about an angle of 45 degrees would be, if you hold the knife here from your shoulder and pull it down, that would be about 45 degrees. And that's a pretty good, it's a pretty good angle. Okay, there's one here, the little baby rock. If I don't put him in, he'll start crying. And then we'll all be in trouble. And the one thing I can't stand is baby rocks crying. Now here we go, another one here. That's another highlight. And now again down into the water, right down. And I'm going to pull straight down now, right down here. Okay, and here I got to pull this straight down. And there, all down now. Come on down, Mr. Rock, come on. Thank you. And now I'll get myself a clean brush and I pull that down. And I get myself a clean tissue as well. I pull that down now, straight down. And I go across it. And there's the reflection into the water now. And here, come on down, Mr. Rock, come on, don't leave me down now, because the people in Newport will be watching this. And I'm going to come right, and there I go, right across it. There's a nice new hotel now in Newport. I've been in it a couple of times, bit of entertainment. Nice one. Okay, so now what I want you to do is get the cameras to close in, because I have a little friend up here that I'm going to get out of it, who happens to be looking out over the lake there, and get her to sit down there onto the rock properly. Thank you. And on there. Okay, so now there's also a little bit of darkness here, and the little buzzer now is ringing in my ear. I've gone really upmarket in this new studio here to say that my time is running out, but he can buzz away now because I'm going to keep going. Now here we're going to put in a water line at the base of the rock here. I wouldn't mind, you know, but with all the money they spent, you wouldn't get a drink of water off them. Huh? As the fella said on my way, you wouldn't get each of them. That's why they have the money to spend. The security people wouldn't let me in the gate when I arrived. They said, those fellas up from Cork, upsetting the whole place. Now, here we are, that goes down there now, like that, okay? And now, back in again to this brush, and all I have here is that I'm going to push up now a little bit. Push up to create a little bit of goss there, look. And push that back. There you are. Now if I was to get a little bit of, I suppose, this will do, the fan brush will do grand. And put a little bit of growth in that. I'm going to thin this out a little bit. And the buzzer is flying in my ear now. So it is. Now I'm going to just push this up a little bit. Make the noises when you're doing this. There you are. All right, I can hear it. Hot not cold to please some of these people, okay? Now, I'm going to just bring up his blood pressure because he's bringing mine up. I'm getting my own back. So I'm going to put another little rock there, look. Right into that. Right into that. And again, same principle. Put on your highlight and pull it to one side. And then, and again now, get back your brush, the fan brush, and push it up. And here we go, up into the rock now. It's different now, this will go up this way to make the rock down. Sit down now, Mr. Rock, for me. There you are. So there's lots and lots of lakes here in Mayo, around Newport, down around Beltraw, and that is absolutely a research station there for fisheries and all that. And a lot of research down there, and the scientists and everything working there on behalf of the nation. So to all those people there, who I know some of them, my very best wishes, and to all the people in Newport, my very best wishes. And not only from me, but from all the people here in this Popple Studios. These brand new studios, they make me put on slippers, you believe it. And anyway, until we meet again, got a meal mahagot shlan lat, and God bless you all, my friends.
Ireland, my Ireland, oh I'm coming home, though I roam